All right, so now that we've written the first sentence of our summary, the next step is to write the body of the summary, like the main part of the summary, not the first sentence anymore. The main part of a summary includes the main ideas of each section of the text and one or two supporting details that support those summaries. So I'm doing North and South, same countries, different cultures. And what I did was I figured out the main ideas of the two sections. There were only two sections in that article, as you remember. And I figured out too soon. Hold on, PowerPoint. The supporting details that go with each main idea. All right, so the first thing, as we see here, the body of a summary includes the main ideas of each section. So it's very easy because I did my graphic organizer. I'm just going to take this main idea and move it down here. You like that sound effect? I'll do it again. Take this main idea and move it down here. Okay. First, the North included larger cities, factories with fewer enslaved people, more transportation, and more of a focus on education for children. So that's the main idea of that section. Now I need one or two supporting details to support that main idea. I'm going to choose from here. Make it easy for myself, just use my graphic organizer. For example, so I chose the first one. The economy in the North was flourishing because it had more natural resources. Also, because in my main idea, I talk about how they had less enslaved people, and that part of that has to do with the fact that they had more factories. Also, the North's agricultural labor went from 70% to 40% and was replaced by factories. So that's for section 1. All right, I included the main, yes, Sam, ideas of that section, the main idea of that section, and 2 supporting details of that section. So now I'm going to do the next section. First, I'm going to start with the main idea. Whoa, there we go, that sound effect. On the other hand, the South included smaller cities. See how it's down here. Smaller cities, larger plantations, fewer transportation, more enslaved people, and less of a focus on education for children. So I took the main idea and I wrote it next. Now I need what? I can't hear you. Supporting details. 1 or 2 supporting details that support that main idea. Doo-doo. Does a different sound effect. For example, the South's economy was focused. So where did I get that from? I got it from my graphic organizer, the supporting detail. The South's economy was focused on agriculture, so they did not focus on industrial development. Also, the agricultural economy of the South was beginning to slow down in comparison to the North's boom in the economy. Okay. So, to write my summary, I used what 2 things? The main ideas of each section and 1 or 2 supporting details for each section. I'm going to move myself. Oh my God, I'm moving. Here are some questions. What are some of the transition words that I used? So for the main ideas, I used first, and I used on the other hand, because I'm doing a contrast, North versus South. For the supporting details, what transition words did I use? I used, for example, also, because supporting details give more information to the main ideas. So transition words that are used to give more information could be like, for example, for instance, also. So I use those kinds of transition words. So, what are the parts of a body of the summary? Go. The parts of the body, hopefully you got it correct, are the main ideas of each section and 1 or 2 supporting details for each section. What transition words did I use? We went over them. For example, on the other hand, also, when you write your summary, on your paper there will be boxes that will have word banks for transition words. So I'm helping you out there. Here's a really thought-provoking question. Could I combine details? Let's say I have 3 really good supporting details and I'm having trouble narrowing it down to 2. Could I combine supporting details? What do you think? If you said yes, then you are correct. If you have two supporting details that you think you could put together into one sentence without it being a run-on sentence, a sentence that's way too long, then yeah, you can do that. So if you have supporting details that you think you can combine into one sentence, then you can do that. Okay. So now it is your turn. You are going to continue to write the summary for the text A Nation Divided. We already wrote the first sentence together, so you're good to go there. You could always go back in the video and remind yourself what it was. You're going to use your graphic organizer from yesterday to finish writing all the main ideas and picking one or two supporting details per section. And like I just said, you can combine details into one sentence if your supporting details are super important. Okay, so let's walk through the assignment.